Hi everybody, I'm Valentina and I'm back with a new makeup tutorial. So today is that day when we are basically getting ready to get. And for this video I've decided to create a smoky eye look. You'll see that it's not that classic smoky eye, so you don't have to be incredibly skilled at makeup. First thing that you have to do is to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the other thing that you have to do is to keep on watching. Let's do the smoky eye look. I started applying the foundation and I'm gonna use today Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. The shade that I've got here is neutral. I like that it's not emphasizing my pores. You know that I always have the same problem with my pores that are big, and I don't like how some of the foundations are making them look. The matter of fact, I actually think that it's kinda smoothing them. I think this is a really nice finish. I am that type of person that always has problems when it has to choose the right foundation, because my skin it's quite difficult. So this foundation, honestly, it's something that you need to get your hands on it. NARS Radiant Concealer. I'm not applying too much. And then I'm taking a smaller sponge and I am just blending it very well. Using a small brush, I'm just gonna conceal any blemishes, any redness, any acne that I have on the skin. After that, I'm taking the beauty blender again and I'm just blending it very well. I've recently started to use this creamy bronzer contour from Huda Beauty. It looks like this. So why are we contouring our face? I know that everyone is in love with contouring and all of us would love to have some Kim Kardashian contouring, but let's see how we actually contouring our face. Maybe you want to make your nose a little smaller, or maybe you have a large forehead and you like to slightly contour that. So what the contouring is actually doing, it's just adding a little bit of dimension. The shade that I'm using is light, and how I am doing it. Using a small brush, I told you that I like smaller brushes. Right from the ear, as you can see, we have here a zygomatic bone. This is how it's called. So I'm just going under this zygomatic bone, down like this, and then I can go along the hairline, and I'm just spreading it. Then with the beauty blender, I'm just going and blending it very well, and I'm doing it upwards. I'm using the same beauty blender that I've used to apply the concealer, because in this way it's gonna help me to have a natural look, because I don't have, you see, like here, there is a line between this, and I don't want that line here. And actually using a beauty blender or a brush that has product left since I applied the foundation, it's gonna help me to mix these two shades. There is also a really nice trick that you can do. I remember that one of my friends asked me this weekend how she can create that fuller lips. So you can do this with contouring, and I'm gonna show you in a second how to do it. Let's blend this very well first. So taking the same brush, I'm going just under my lips and I'm just slowly creating a shade. And at the same time, I'm gonna go here. And as you can see, I didn't take any product. I'm just using the product that is left on my brush. I'm gonna do a little bit of setting using this translucent powder from Lauder. And I'm gonna do it mostly in those places where I've used concealer. I'll make sure that the concealer didn't crease. So I'm just going with my fingers underneath my eyes and I'm just blending it before I'm applying the powder, basically before I'm setting everything. Of course it creased because I have lots of wrinkles, but they are expression wrinkles. With a small brush, I'm just taking a tiny little bit of powder and setting everything. And I'm applying the powder as well in those areas where I've used the concealer to cover the imperfection. Now I'm gonna bronze. I'm using NARS. I'm taking a small brush and I am bronzing. For eyes, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna play with the colors that I have here. I'm not going too strong. So I'm taking a small brush, a small blending brush. The one that I have here is from Estee number 255. And I am taking a dark brown. I'm just gonna put a layer on. This is how I do a smoky eye in the most easiest way possible. And this smoky eye is also good as a day look because I'm not gonna go too strong. And if I'm going out later, I can transform it in a night look by adding red lips or a darker shade on the lips if you don't like red. So I'm not blending it now, it's just the template. Now if you have small eyes and you are afraid of doing them even smaller, you can skip this step. I'm gonna use this pencil from Estee Lauder along my waterline. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. But if I should move the camera closer, just let me know. Now I'm going to do the same thing using the same pencil, but on the upper side, under my upper lashes. $5. Maybe it's gonna stop. Yep, it did stop. They are checking it once a day and each time I get scared. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm using the Nubian from Juvia's and I'm mixing two colors, this brown here with this black matte, and with a small detail brush I'm just going underneath my lower lashes and I'm just smudging the pencil. This is also setting the pencil down. I'm going to do the same thing on the top. First, I am going with the pencil, and you don't need to worry about creating the perfect line. Okay, so I applied the pencil, and I'm gonna go and mix the matte color, brown and black, and I'm just going with the small detail brush and I'm just smudging everything and setting the pencil. Nothing too complicated, as you can see. I'm really sure that you can do this even if you are not very skilled with makeup. And if it doesn't look perfect, let's say, from the first try, keep doing it because it's gonna be even better and better. And each day we are learning something new, and it's the same thing with makeup. If you wanna do it, you're gonna do it. And I really hope that the tutorials that I'm doing are helping you guys. From the corner, I'm gonna push it outward, lift both of them out. It's like It's like creating the eyeliner, but not using an eyeliner gel. What I'm doing now is to fill this triangle here, if you can see it. I don't know why I keep my mouth like this each time I'm doing my makeup. I'm focused. I'm going to add some shine, and I'm using my finger to do this. I'm using the same palette from Juvia. Now I'm taking the same shades that I've been using initially, and I'm just blending everything, keeping it darker at the outer edge. So this is the basic eye, nothing too complicated. My all-time favorite, Illamasqua in the OMG, and I'm applying it with a small brush because I don't want to spread the product all over my face. Now I'm applying this super nice blush. This is the color from NARS. When I was a kid, my grandma always used to say, drink some wine, you're so white. You look like you're sick. Because all my cousins have, and my sister including, all of them have a different skin color, a different skin tone. And I'm the only one who has such a light skin. I'm gonna give my lashes a good curl, and I'm using this eyelash curler from Lauder. I'm going now with the mascara, and I'm using Better Than Sex from Too Faced. I like this mascara because it gives that illusion that you have eyelashes, because I have small eyelashes. Last but not least, I'm gonna go with the lipstick, and I'm using Huda Beauty. The shade is looking like this, and it's called Interview. I didn't plan to go to any interviews when I bought it. This was the look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope it was easy as I mentioned initially. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure that you clicked on that ring bell button below. That's it. See you next time.